Finally we got this release, John Coltrane Quartet Crescent. You know, it should be on the same day and date as John Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard, which I already talked about and showed you. But here in Germany, it just came a couple of days later. And finally it arrived on Friday, and I gave it a listening, and we go into this recording, into this record right away. So we have the same specific stats. We have it from the Acoustic Sound series. We have Ryan K. Smith, who did the lacquer cut and the mastering. We have the great, beautiful, again, I love that sound. We have the beautiful Stoughton jackets. We have John Coltrane. What can I say? Okay, but maybe before I go into the quality, into the sound of this release, just put this crescent from John Coltrane into perspective. He did it, and every release I show now or mention, you will find links to them in the video description down below. He did it a couple of months after his album with Johnny Hartman, also on Impulse, and 6 months before he did this iconic release, A Love Supreme. Yeah. So that shows us that he is for sure at this time at his very, very best. On this album he has in his quartet, he has McCoy Tyner, Jimmy Garrison and Alvin Jones. And on Crescent he plays the tenor sax. This album, let me get briefly into a musical description how I feel about this album. It's quite dark in my opinion. It's very melancholic. I simply love it. I don't know if maybe I even do like it a bit more at the moment. That might change, of course, even a tiny bit more than A Love Supreme. It was such a beautiful listening. What of course helped when it comes to this listening was the overall quality. Once more, the overall quality of this release from Acoustic Sound. Here you have the label and the vinyl. It comes on 180 gram vinyl, dead flat, totally silent, beautiful pressing. Sound quality, let's stick with this rating I did with a live at the Village Vanguard. I'd give it a very strong 9 out of 10. Beautiful sounding, interesting. What I would love to see, and maybe we can discuss this a bit in the comment section, I really do like the choices the Electric Recording Company gives you from time to time. They give you a mono release, they give you a stereo release. And especially from the last two John Coltrane's, the live at the Village Vanguard and this Crescent, I'd like to have, if possible, maybe the tapes aren't there or whatever, and mono release. I really would love to compare them. This release is recorded in 1964. I've always heard it's 1963, but here on the jacket it states 1964. So I hope I'm right with the 6 months before the Love Supreme. But of course you can correct me if I'm wrong with that. This has been done 6 months before Love Supreme. But this is darker, melancholic jazz at its best. It's in my opinion a perfect album. I totally love it. I totally like it. A very, very, very strong release from acoustic sounds in this series. And the next two that are up are also very, very promising. We have John Coltrane, Duke Ellington, we have John Coltrane, Johnny Hartman, the one he did before this release. So the John Coltrane collection grows and grows, and the orange and black spined collection always grows and grows. Love it, like it, must have in my opinion. Fantastic album. So those are my 2 cents about this release. Very simply put, a must-have in my opinion, a great audiophile release, an incredible melancholic jazz album. What else is there to say? If I forgot something, or if you like to mention something, write it down in the comment section below. Let's discuss. And of course, thank you very much for your time, and we see us on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.